For this recipe, you'll need 3 medium bananas, or about 2 full cups when diced. I have 2 cups of water here, but you'll need about 2.5 cups of water. You'll also need 1 cup of diced yellow onion, 1/4 cup of apple cider vinegar. I also use about 1/4 cup of palm sugar, mostly because I came across it in a specialty store and thought it would be a more distinct and perhaps healthy variation. You can also use just 1/4 cup of packed brown sugar in place of this. You'll also need 2 teaspoons of turmeric, which is going to give the ketchup the yellow and distinct color. I use 5 or 6 slices of fresh ginger root, which I leave intact to be removed later, and 1 heaping tablespoon of minced garlic. You'll also need 1 whole cinnamon stick, about 3 whole cloves, and about 1/3 of a whole seed of nutmeg grated. For an extra layer of flavor, I'm using 2 tablespoons of rum, which is optional, a half teaspoon of cayenne pepper, which is also optional, and a half teaspoon of coarse sea salt. Start out by sweating the onions with the cinnamon stick, cloves, and grated nutmeg, making sure to do so on low heat so that they don't brown. When the onions begin to soften and become translucent, add the garlic and ginger, stirring for a minute so that the garlic loses its sharpness. Add the cayenne pepper at this point if you wish to add it, as well as the sea salt, giving another quick stir, and then add the apple cider vinegar. Allow it to come to a simmer, and then add the sugar, letting it dissolve. I had to break down the palm sugar quite a bit, but if you're using brown sugar, it shouldn't be a problem. Add the banana, and stir in the turmeric. And then add the water. I add 2 cups of water at this point, and then allow it to reduce. However, you can play with the amount of water you add, depending on how thick or thin you wish to have the ketchup in the end. Finally, stir in the rum, letting it simmer another minute or so, letting the alcohol cook out, but not so long that the flavor of the rum completely dissipates. Turn off the heat and proceed to remove the cinnamon stick, whole cloves, and slices of ginger. I may have left a slice of ginger behind, but as long as it's thoroughly blended, in the end it won't affect anything but the richness of flavor. Transfer the remaining contents to a food processor or blender. As you can see, the final product is quite thick, so in order to get the blades of the blender going, I added another half cup of water. As unconventional as it may seem, when I was doing my research, I came across several recipes for banana ketchup, some of which were reddish in color, and others that were more yellow. It took us about 3 weeks to eat all of the ketchup, and I hadn't seen any visible signs of it having a shorter shelf life than regular ketchup, but I did find it to be a lot more versatile than regular ketchup, and it would certainly make a unique addition to any party or barbecue. I hope you give it a try.